Yo, what up, Fred from Solid Dash, Baby Bash, man, tapping in, man. Stay cool, stay fly. Yeet!
What's up, Fred from Solid Dash? This your boy High C, man. What you got going on, homie?
Hits the pound.
Yeah, this is how we do it in the Central Coast, man. We got 40 ounces, Old English, rag tops, 6'4" Impalas, and bikini girls, man. This is how we do it on the West Coast. San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles. But don't forget about the Central Cali, man. Please don't forget about the Central Cali. Yeah, get 'em.
It's another sunny day in the state of California. Low rider palm trees and G's that put it on ya. This ain't a negative, we speaking ebonics. Rag talk, candy paint on D's with hydraulics. Baseball hat with the sticker on the brim. But let the sun blind your sight, cause things can get grim. But I'm not here to talk about banana clips and guns. We're going back to Cali and we're gonna have some fun. A West Coast domination.
And welcome back to 2Face Ent podcast. I'm your host, Fred out here in Monterey County, also known to the world as the Salad Bowl, also known as the Salinas Valley. To the people in LA, we are north. To the people in San Francisco, we are south. Right smack in the middle, best of both worlds. Don't forget about the Central Cali. Anyway, folks, today we are going to talk about the murder trial of TUPAC Shakur, right? For those of you who perhaps aren't keeping up with the trial that's going on right now in Las Vegas, or who may not even know or even care or whatever, but if this is just a new thing to you right now as we speak, back in 2023, one of the four men in the infamous white Cadillac that opened fire on the black BMW where Suge Knight and TUPAC Shakur were riding in Vegas on the corner of Flamingo and Coble, one of the four gentlemen in the infamous white Cadillac was arrested in 2023, and he is now facing trial for the murder of TUPAC Shakur. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. The unfortunate is that the alleged shooter, Orlando Anderson, which happens to be Dwayne Keefe D's nephew, passed away 2 years later, and unfortunately, the other three gentlemen in the Cadillac have all since passed. Right, so now we're here in current times with Keefe D. Davis in court. You know, where you have a lot of people coming forward. The district attorney is asking plenty of questions as to what happened, how it all escalated. The infamous East Coast, West Coast war, which it wasn't an East Coast, West Coast war. It was a rivalry between Death Row Records and Bad Boy Entertainment. With that, guys, just, you know, a lot of the stuff, you know, is already a public record. Everybody knows the story as to what happened and so on and so forth. A lot of people are taking the stand against Keefe D, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, which we'll refer to as Keefe D, which is the guy who, I believe in 2023 or 2026, I believe it was, he openly confessed to being in the white Cadillac, a passenger in the white Cadillac that opened fire on TUPAC Shakur and Suge Knight in Las Vegas that night. So he placed himself at the scene. And I've said this before on this channel. I will leave a link to that video here below so you guys can check it out. If you guys wish, it tells the whole story. You just gotta follow up with the names and stuff, right? And then at the end, I put all the video, all the faces of the actual people, you know, the real people actually. So with that, I just, you know what, the thing's all over the place. To be honest with you guys, it's not looking good for Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. due to the fact that he placed himself at the murder scene. That's just a fact. However, all the other stuff that comes with it, when they talk about how, like Trayvon Lane and then the everybody else, the Pyru Bloods and the Crips and everything got into a fight at a mall where the chain was taken. The infamous death row chain was taken from one of them, which later on they saw in Las Vegas. They saw the guy, one of the guys that was in that fight. It was basically two gangs, and they went at it, and they stole the death row chain from one of the guys, allegedly. One of the guys, which was Orlando Anderson, was at in Las Vegas at the MGM at the Mike Tyson Bruce Seldon fight. Trayvon Lane saw him, pointed him out. Tupac started punching him. That started the whole fight in the lobby. That started when they went out of the lobby. The rest is history, guys. You guys already know what happened, what the outcome of that was, right? So anyway, all that is placed. What's coming into play here, though, guys, there's a lot of players in this game. There's a lot of different names coming up in the game. There's a lot of, in court. A lot of them are deceased, be it through gang violence, be it through health issues, so on and so forth. Some, quote unquote, allegedly foul play, whatever it is, right? But a lot of them have passed. One in particular that came up, the one name that came up in court was Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, because he allegedly put up a bounty, $1 million bounty on Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. So therefore, or Tupac Shakur, something to that, alleged. So that came into play in the court. So where it will all go from here, guys, it has yet to be seen, at least at this point in time when we're recording this, right? But if it does go that way and Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, gets subpoenaed, and it just goes from there, and some you heard it here on 2Face Entertainment. But anyhow, with that being said, guys, I just think it's looking bad for Keefe D. I think that he will face some time, because it's been, at this point now, it's been, 30 years, something like that? And he's the last man standing, in a sense. Will they give him time, or will he be acquitted? Will it be a mistrial? Will it be a hung jury? Because he wrote a book stating details of what happened that night when they rolled up. Again, you'll be able to see all that story in the video that I put down below. I'll put the link to it. And that's really it. I mean, now he's saying, because he's been incarcerated since 2023, he's saying, hey, well, it was just all a lie. I was just doing it to make some money. He's backtracking. But there are actual recordings of him talking to detectives, admitting to a lot of stuff, saying a lot of things, a lot of details, on top of writing a book, on top of going on podcast, big platforms that made huge numbers, so on and so forth, right? The other thing, in watching the trial, I think to myself, wow, this will make a great movie. I know somebody out there will pick it up, and what I imagine would be like, it would be the trial of Tupac Shakur, the trial in the murder of Tupac Shakur, excuse me, to where they're talking in court, then they'll cut away, and then they'll have somebody playing Tupac, and then they'll show the actual events as they're being told. Now, is some of that stuff true? Or, is that stuff true? Or Is it just a lot of lies, for that matter? We are never going to know, but this is probably the closest we're going to get to the truth. The bottom line is, the truth is that Tupac just messed around with the wrong one. And he ended up getting his demise was through a drive-by, a gang violence kind of deal, The other thing too that comes up, the other person that comes up too as well is Christopher Wallace, which Keefe also early on said he had nothing to do with that. So I believe that, I would like to believe that they will crack down on everything, down to the whole Tupac thing, to the whole Notorious B.I.G. thing. Be it because I'm a rap fan, but at the end of the day, it's been a long time that people have been questioning to conspiracies. Oh, he was set up because he was going to leave Death Row Records. It was this and this and that. Whatever the case is, guys, at the end of the day, unfortunately, it was a simple drive-by nonsense that we lost two rap icons at the time. One in 1996, one in 1997. Unfortunately, all we could do now is hope that everything truly comes out as best as we can, and I'm sure that even after it all comes out in the end, or it all comes out in the wash, as some people say, there's still going to be a lot of conspiracy. Some people are going to be like, well, I don't think he should have gone to prison. He's not the man that pulled the trigger. Yada, yada, yada. This person, that. And we're always going to have a difference of opinion in that. The unfortunate is we lost two rap icons in the mid or the late 90s. And no matter what comes out now, it just brings a spiritual closer to their families and to those fans, to us fans that really been wanting to know what happened. But I think if you follow the story, you knew from the beginning what it was. It's just unfortunate it's taken the law enforcement this long to figure it out, and trying to make it stick. The other unfortunate thing is that we won't bring those two icons back, and we've lost so many rap artists since then, almost or in the same fashion, due to violence. But I dare say that, and that's not taking nothing away from anybody, but none are fully iconic as Tupac Shakur and Notorious B.I.G. But in the end, may they all rest in peace, and I hope that they, that their families and loved ones, find peace and closure in this. I will come back with the outcome of the court whenever that is, or keep you guys updated as it is, even with videos or with shorts if possible. And we'll keep it going from there. There'll be other stuff coming in on the channel as well, other topics. But again, this channel's based on music, so we tend to lean towards that at times, right? But anyhow, guys, I wish you all well. I wish you all peace and love and respect. With that, this is 2Face Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Fred Segura, signing out.
Need the hotline. Staring at the sun, hella blind, but I wanna shine. Am I really selfish when I say the world is mine? I catch a stick and stones and never let it hit my bones, but my words are gonna feel me like my knees dropping pedigrees. Music is my specialty like KFC, mac and cheese, third degree with victory. Basically I'm lyrically, you see me every year like your Thanksgiving turkey rolls. Government status, I'm messing up your voting polls like the troll with the magic beans. I'm the whole stock. Jack, you little punk, I put your ass in my crock pot. Call me Captain Spock while you... It's burning up my chest to the core, so therefore I can't be ignored. With the Conan sword, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm the predator. My blood is turning 2Face green. Check my temperature, you ready for the lecture? As I come with the stretcher, knowledge is the key to everything, so watch your temper. When it comes to the storyteller, I am the treasure. I'm in the laboratory, so please call me Dexter. The music is my pleasure. For 30 years strong, it's 2Face ghetto ballin' to the heart with golden arms and flyer. We the ravens up in the sky. We ain't gon' stop till I retire.
Just a song before I go, to whom it may concern. Haters shake the fist, suckers pitching me rolling. Why you so mad? Why you so serious? You're in my rear view like the slow and delirious. Keep on mashing, getting plenty action. The home of the G's and pimps, I love it with a passion. Throw it up, it's California, where the sun lays to rest like every day. The home of the color rack, swap meets and bangers. Chuck taters, lolos, and them real dope slangers. This is reality, it's where I stay. Along the Pacific in the state of CA. Golden State, from Frisco to Compton and back to Central Cali where the party keeps rocking. It's a California state of mind, and you can't be mad, that's just how we ride. Golden State.